Now we're looking at funding long-term care. These are extra expenses and they have to be paid from somewhere. My question is, do you want other people's money or your money to cover it? Now, we might not care about what our kids get. Some of us care a lot, some of us don't care at all. Every situation is family specific, and that's fine. But for those families that have heirs or future heirs expecting some kind of inheritance, we will say that they don't mind you're spending somebody else's money on their care. They might mind spending what they view as their inheritance on your care. Hope not, but that could be the case. Insurance is somebody else's money, it's other people's money. At least that is the benefits beyond what you've paid in premiums. So let's just be totally upfront about that. When you pay for insurance, there's a premium. And once there's a benefit paid, well, you probably look at it and say, well, I at least want to get my premium back, right? In long-term care, typically you get that and much more. But the insurance for long-term care should not be considered an all or nothing decision. Partial funding, partial, like in the case of the couple that left their home and went into assisted living, maybe assisted living costs more than it costs to live at home, but they had already planned to pay for their home, so now they only need to pay the additional costs and from other people's money, in this case, maybe long-term care. So you don't need to necessarily plan 100% of your long-term care costs to come from insurance. Partial funding makes a lot more sense in most circumstances. Have you met someone who said, oh, I'm self-insured? Well, I'm going to get a little persnickety about semantics because, frankly, nobody can self-insure because insurance is turning premium pennies into dollars upon a triggering event. Think of life insurance. A great example would be someone who's young and healthy and paying $30 a month for $500,000 term policy, and maybe they paid $2,000 into it, and then there's an accident and the $500,000 pays out. There is no self-insuring in that standpoint. You pay a premium for insurance. It's actually a form of leverage. And the bad kind of leverage we're familiar with credit cards, turning pennies of spending into dollars of debt through compounding interest working against you. But insurance, including for long-term care, it's investing those pennies into some kind of a premium that turns into dollars, and in this case, tax-free dollars when you need them the most. My question is, should all your planning options be on the table, a full deck of cards, or are you ruling some out because of some personality on the radio? Remember, if someone's on the media, they're selling something. Could be books, could be subscriptions, could be who knows what. And it's a free country, we can all do that, right? We can all sell something. The problem is when instead of groupies love what this person says, takes it as gospel and runs with it, and the next thing you know, they're not playing with a full deck. Then there's the issue of taxes and repositioning for tax efficiency. It's not something that happens in a single transaction. It takes years of planning and years of strategic transactions to prevent you from having to pay more than you're really obligated to pay. Name your funding source for the extra expenses of long-term care.